Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gray, and welcome back to ARK. So, a couple things have happened. We have tamed a Dodo. Hi, Dodo. You're gonna be my little pack mule. And we have our base started. It's almost complete. I've got to put the roof on it here pretty soon. Right now, I'm just picking up stuff. I'm actually out here mainly looking for the partner to this Dodo. Because when I tamed it, we need Dodo. Let's get to the house. Come on, Dodo. You know what? I'm just going to pick you up so that we can... Let's go. I don't want to risk you. So, this is our little abode. It's nothing fancy, but for right now it is somewhat shelter from the elements. So, and that's really all you want to start off with, is just a place you can really, for lack of a better phrase, just get out of the weather. Because weather is going to be pretty big to start off with. So, me and the Dodo have a way out of the weather. It's nighttime. I need to craft a campfire, which I don't remember what all I need for that. Need stone and wood, which Crystal has for me. One of the more silly things you can honestly do, though, is put like a campfire in the center here. This does allow you to cook, though, so I mean it has its uses. Which I'm gonna split off a stack over there. I always hate how... Thank you. Put this in the storage locker. That's for everything applicable, except for here, here, and here. What is this? Savory root seed. Grow on your own savory root crop. Alright, cool. How's my hunger? I could eat. How about you? Do you need food? Yeah, you need some berries. Which I know I got berries. Here, I will just make sure you, like, forever have food. Here. Eat up. You want to be passive. You eating? Okay, you are eating. Glad they don't have water that you gotta maintain. But effectively, this will allow us to rest out the night. Now, really, you should try and keep moving and keep getting stuff throughout the night, which I tell you to stay. Which I think is weird. Honestly, I feel like the whistles are backwards with that. What all do we need for more roofs? Because we need 6 more. So we need thatch. A lot of thatch. Jazzy, are you okay?
Yes.
Are you on the tumblers?
Discord. I'm sharing those paintings from earlier.
Oh, some of the ones that I showed you?
No, Weepin' Nair. Weepin' Bell with Dragonair. She's like, oh god, it will suck out your soul.
And it'll laugh while it does it, too. Now, this is just kind of an aesthetic thing for me. Personally, I think if you're going to have like a burning fire, you should have a way to vent it. I mean, whether or not this will affect me from getting warm or cold, I don't know. But it will, like this is... Must be a flyer up there. Yeah. Hi, you. Now, guys, this is effectively, I guess the best way to put it would be kind of blind. Because in all honesty, I don't know very much of the game. I know what little me and Bibbs have played, but that's still not even very much. There's a beam thingy over there. Now, can I craft one of you yet? No, I need hide. Which I know I have hide. So I need hide, and what was the other thing? More fiber. Now what we're doing here is we're actually prepping to be able to try and take on that Triceratops over there, believe it or not. I'm missing something. Oh, flint. Now, I know from actual experience that we're going to need a lot of stone. So I'm literally just going to beat the hell out of this rock. Oh, I got some metal too. Keep forgetting I can just left click and hold. I keep like clicking every click. Alright, so the Triceratops is over there. Now, this is going to be one of those more tricky ones. Like, I'm technically abusing the AI to be able to pull this off. Which I'm gonna get some, I've got more weight I can carry. I'm gonna... to get like 150 before I fully try this. Guess I had already hit that a few times. Now, I did just overeat there, but it was also lowering my weight enough to where I can jump just a little bit. Oops. No, I don't want to have... I like the first person mode. What we're going to do is we're going to come up to our little sniper's roost up here. So what I'll probably do is, what's my heaviest item? Drop these right here. Now what I'm doing here is I'm actually lowering its health to the point of unconsciousness. And then you'll see how it fell over. So I walk up here. Its favorite food is mejo berries. So I'll put mejo berries in there and some narcotics, as well as some other berries, just to guarantee this works. So that every time it gets hungry, it'll eat. And you'll watch the taming process go up. But you'll notice that unconscious is going down. So see, it just ate, taming up by 3. Because that's its favorite food, is these right here. So if we start worrying about its torpor getting too low, which is basically what determines whether or not it wakes up or not, then I've got narco berries to be able to knock it back out. This does take a little while, and you'll want to stay here with the dinosaur you're taming.
Or Dodo.
Or Dodo. Well, the Dodo doesn't take a while. Like, it's like 4 mejo berries and then it's
Look
done.
at this.
Yeah, she's derped out with you.
No, she's awake.
Yeah. Did you bring up my water, by the way?
No, I haven't been downstairs.
Oh, okay. I thought you had been.
No, I went to
But
the restroom, but you were the only one to go down. Oh.
And when it's in their inventory, if you just press E over whatever it is, like you'll notice the torpor actually went up. Which, by the way, if you really want to cheese it, you can also put just like put in a ton of berries, you know. Other than the narco berries, make sure the narco berries are last. And then just walk over here every once in a while and just press E. Because you'll notice that's going down. But every time the food goes down, it's going to take 1 bite. Every time it takes a bite, it's going to tame. Now, the great thing about having one of these guys on your side, they can carry a ton. For instance, look at this. 365 pounds that these guys can carry. And they hit like a truck. I mean, they are beastly. They do take a ton to feed, though. Don't get me wrong. They are hard to keep fully fed. Which I'm going to go ahead and put this away so I don't accidentally do something stupid. Go ahead and feed it all 4 of those just to guarantee everything. And while that's going on, I'm going to go try and get more narco berries. And again, this is kind of abusing the AI, but at the same time, you're going to try and get the, most you can. And if the dinosaur isn't smart enough to try and figure out where you're at, human evolution and all. Alright, there's some more narcos. But I'm surprised it's not suffocating in the rock. What you want to do is transfer out these, transfer in these, and then put the other berries behind. Basically, the other berries, the reason you're storing them on it is to quite literally just give you more time.
Which, if they're unconscious and you're feeding it, how is it supposed to know you're the one feeding it?
It's not completely unconscious. You can actually experience the torpor that the dinosaurs go through if you eat a whole bunch of narco berries. I think it takes 8. You're not completely unconscious. You're just kind of, really out of it. You can see shapes and such, but you can't see, perfectly. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, and that's what the dinosaur is going through right now. But we need another dodo to be able to breed and raise an army of dodos. I go back over here and we check on these. Now, I'm trying to remember. What was Little Bigfoot's female dinosaur's friend's name? Wasn't it Sarah?
2. Sarah was the tri-horn, or the 3-horn, and Ducky was the duck-bill.
Well, that's what I was talking about. So, for instance, see how it's raining? Now we can just, we can back up in here. But we also got to make sure we're sticking with our now unconscious friend. Also, storing berries on a dinosaur does make them spoil a lot less fast. I know that's really bad English, but, still. So we'll name this one Sarah. Because it's Triceratops. This is Sarah grown up and then beat the shit out of by a human. So, wooden thatch. There's fiber. So I'm going to fill in that roof. It's going to bother me later, graphically wise, but if I don't, I will regret it later. So guarantee you stay unconscious long enough. Also, when a tool breaks, you can just press that tool's number again, and it will repair it automatically. Waste of materials, yes, but it would bother me if it was inside. Hi, little Dodo. How are you doing, Zara? I'm gonna take these red berries from you and give them to our little friend over here. Alright, we're gonna put half our wood in here.
So, can you raise dodos for the eggs?
Yes. It's actually why I want to get a male one.
But you have to think about that, though. It's like, yeah, you tamed it, so they basically watch as you take your children on a practically daily basis and eat them. You're a horrible monster.
And so you'll see this is taking a while. Like, I think it's been probably 10 minutes. I'll end the episode shortly after she's tamed. You can see we've gone through a ton of measures. We don't need any more narcos on this. Let's put the stem berries in there too.
What if you killed it from dehydration?
They don't need water. Which is weird. Like, you would think they would, but they don't for some reason.
But they're a living creature, you need water.
Again, dude, like I said, you would think they would, but...
So what happens if you stuff their inventory while they're in the unconscious state? Full stem berries that lower their hydration.
Huh?
Technically, stem berries do the whole lower your water, right?
Uh-huh.
So technically, you should be able to stuff their inventory like cram full of stem berries and dehydrate them to death.
If they worried about hydration, yes.
Maybe it's something they'll put in the future. They actually have access to water.
Yeah. I got some measures and...
Which would make it even more troublesome for you because you'd have to have like a water, a source of water you have to bring to them.
Yeah, I need to go find another. What'd I do with those narcos? Are they on me still? Yeah, they are. I need to find a male dodo. That's our goal right now, is to find a male dodo while Sarah's taming. Problem is, we have to be careful.
Things gonna om-nom you?
Yeah. There are plenty of things that would love to have us for breakfast. Now, I think this thing's called a patasaurus. If I remember right, they're like used for getting berries. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, just on the hunt for a dodo. I don't even know what you stole. But I need your hide. Well, I said we weren't going to worry about it, but we ended up finding two male dodos and a female dodo, so we'll just rock with it. This female's being stubborn. Have to go check on the trike here in a second. Oh, we got different colors too. Aren't you guys cool? Come on, you little derpy things. Gotta wait for Frank to catch up. He's the slow one. And this is Sarah, our trike. Alright. Oh, look at you. Aren't you pretty? All chrome colored and everything. what I'm doing here, because it may or may not be apparent, I don't know. I'm effectively just making sure that all the food that I have currently for these guys is split evenly amongst them. And then all the other food that I have is over on Sarah, I believe. Yeah. Which will keep her fed for a while. So, but the cool thing is she can actually help me carry stuff. So, like, all this stuff that I have been carrying will be really helpful because she can actually just carry it. Now, the other nice thing is she provides a good source of feces. Now, as weird as that sounds, it's actually really useful once you get into farming. The dodos also provide a source of that, but not at a good enough rate. So, what we can do then is now that we've got Sarah, we just look at Sarah and we go, "You, follow me. We're gonna go get some stuff." Hi. You're a crazy looking little thing. Kind of like a bat. Huh? I'd have to knock it out, and those things hit really, really, really hard. It would be, but, again, I would have to be able to knock it out first. Now, the other thing Sarah actually provides for us is if anything attacks me, she'll attack it. I can also walk over to her inventory. What am I missing here? Some stone. So we split off some stone. Take wood. And we press right there. We put 100 thatch in here. Just free up some weight. And split off another stack of wood. We split off some rocks. Effectively, Sarah for now becomes our beast of burden. It sounds so bad, but at the same time, like, we're also feeding her and, like, allowing her to, you know, not become just food. Because I will protect her with my life. So, and in turn, she does the same thing for us. Once we have a saddle, I think she can gather berries. I'm not 100% on that. Inventory. Wood. 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 Right click. I can't early repair. So I'm gonna repair a little bit early. And we're gonna keep that rock because it was perfect for hunting. So what we'll do is then we'll come over here and start clearing land for making a dodo pen eventually. Because the dodos, if I set them to roam, they'll lay eggs, and in laying eggs, they provide us an extra source of food. The other thing I can do with roaming dodos, as long as I set them near plants, I believe. Now, don't quote me on this. I believe they'll eat for themselves.
What if you got yourself a whole flock?
That's kind of what I got going on right now. Oh, I told you guys I was going to end this episode here. So as soon as this rock breaks... There we go. So... Much hearts to everybody who watched this. Sorry that it was actually longer than I said it was going to be. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.